Welcome everyone. As per Immigration and Refugee Protection regulations, there are 3 types of removal orders in Canada that everyone here, every citizen should know about. The different types of removal orders are: departure order, you must leave Canada within 30 days after the order takes effect. You must also confirm your departure with the CBSA at your port of exit or when you're leaving before boarding the plane. If you leave Canada and follow these procedures, you may return to Canada in the future provided you meet the entry requirements at the time of new entry. If you leave Canada after 30 days and do not confirm your departure with the CBSA, your departure order will automatically become a deportation order. In order to return to Canada in the future, you must obtain an authorization to return to Canada or ARC, which has its own requirements. I'm not going to go through the requirements of the ARC. It's a little bit longer. So an exclusion order, the second type of removal order, is an exclusion order. You cannot return to Canada for 1 year. If you wish to return before 12 months have passed, you must apply for an ARC. If an exclusion order has been issued for misrepresentation, you cannot return to Canada for 5 years. If the CBSA paid for removal order from Canada, you must repay the cost. In many cases, this never happens. With a deportation order, you're permanently barred from returning to Canada and cannot return unless you apply for an ARC, which has its requirements and is not a simple application. And it has a high cost if you apply with a lawyer too. So if the CBSA pay for your removal order from Canada, you must also repay the cost before you are eligible to apply for a return to Canada application or authorization to return to Canada. So why I'm exposing this? Because everyone should know not only the removal or the type of removal orders in Canada. We have excellent lawyers and all kind of legislators to review, revise, maybe simplify this part of the Immigration and Refugee Protection regulations, apply, issue, and enforce the removal orders for the people who are in limbo. Why? This is for security reasons. The people who are not or who are issued a removal order and they did not comply, they are non-compliance. They should get a deportation order because they have, by default, their previous order automatically turned into a deportation order when they didn't leave. And many people, usually what happens is that they leave Canada, they don't inform this before boarding their flight. So they don't even know their deportation order that was previously a departure or an exclusion order. They don't even know they had their order turned into a deportation order. So they try to return to Canada. That's when they are informed they cannot enter. What happened with this different classification is not simplifying the process of removal, it's not helping to enforcement, it's not helping to the CBSA to enforce and to issue, and it's not helping to anyone, because when you have people in limbo, you're exposing them to all kinds of things, either to become criminals or to get exploited in all type of cases, in all type of situations. So there should be a revision and a modification of the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act with regards to the removal orders of Canada and the type of removal orders. And we also have to include in the high school programs of Canada for students basic immigration law. Every citizen that we are forming in Canada should have basic knowledge of immigration law, because the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act, the regulations are basic and they are fundamental for the system and for the functioning of the society in Canada that is relying on immigration. So everyone in Canada should know the type of removal orders I welcome very much all your comments below the video regarding this type of removal orders. If you weren't aware of the removal orders in Canada, and if you're not aware of the immigration laws of Canada, as a citizen, you should be aware, you should be well informed about the immigration system, because anything you want to comment or participate for the future of Canada is related to the immigration system. So this is the reason of this video, for information purposes and to propose revision, upgrade, update, and modification of the removal types of orders in Canada to facilitate the process, speed up the process, and remove the people who are in limbo. The people who are driving a car with a license as tourists in Canada, overstay, the people who have no rights to work, that are being exploited because of the conditions to work, excessive time of hours, for example, as a condition of not being reported with CVSA. There are many cases like this. Many people who are not able to either stay legally or return to their home country. So the type of removal orders, the amount of different removal orders we have in Canada is excessive. We have to simplify the process. So that's everything for today. If you like this video and the information, share, like, subscribe, share with anyone interested to participate in this, and start making your comments, social media proposals for modification or anything that helps to simplify the removal process for everyone to participate in decisions regarding the legal system of Canada, which is based in the immigration and refugee protection regulations. Immigration and citizenship regulations in general are decisive for the future of this country. Thank you very much for listening.